and welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do a little get ready with me, my everyday makeup routine. I'm no makeup artist, just to put that out there. I just do what works for me. One of my steps, or maybe two, will probably seem really strange, but they work for me, so that's, you know, great. But yeah, they might seem a bit weird to you. So yeah, I just wanted to come on really and just show you what I do, and just go through my steps. I use a variety of makeup, from high-end makeup to lower-end makeup. And I've got the biggest stash in the world in my drawers that's unopened. I try and allow myself to only have a couple of each product open at once, because otherwise they'll never get finished, they just go out of date and then I have to throw them away, and I think that's such a waste. Oh my god, can you hear my tummy rumbling? I think I should have lunch. I say it's good morning, I think it's actually gone past 12 now. So I keep my makeup in my dressing table drawer, which is just here, and that's all the stuff that I have open in there, so it is really small, but then the stash that I have unopened takes up about 5 drawers. So I try and work through things as quickly as I can, and even if I don't like a product so much, I try and just use it because I don't like throwing them away. So I'm going to go through what I do every day and tell you what products I'm using, and yeah, I've never really done a video like this. I did do a makeup tutorial on my other YouTube channel, but I think that was more, I think I put it into like a time lapse rather than just doing it on the camera. I can't actually remember. So let's get on with it. So I've done my, I've cleansed my face, I've done my skincare, and I've put my SPF on. So firstly, I will use a primer. So I've actually got one here that I got from a product test. So I don't actually know what brand it is or anything. It's just an illuminating primer, that's all I know. And then the other one that I've got is the Mascara, is it Hydroveil? Yeah, rehydrating gel primer as well, and that's what that one looks like. So today I'm gonna go with the Mascara one, I think. So this one looks, it's really weird, it's like a jelly. It's quite hard to get out. I just plop it on my face and just rub it in a little bit, like that. It absorbs really nicely and really quickly. It's quite refreshing actually, it's quite cold. That would be so nice if you put that in the fridge, and if it wasn't a primer, if it was like a treatment, that would be good. Right, okay, so that is on, and then I will go with my foundation. So I actually use sort of CC cream products rather than a foundation at the moment. So these are the two that I have in my makeup bag currently. I have been reaching for this one more actually. This is the L'Oreal Skin Paradise Tinted Watercream over this one, which is the IT CC cream. This is the illuminating one. So the reason for that is because I picked an illuminating one thinking it would just be like glowy, but it's actually got glitter particles in it, like really shiny bits. They're small, but they're really shiny, and I don't really like how that looks. Whereas this one's just, you know, clear. Not clear, but you know what I mean. So yeah, I will go for this one again, but I just think when I'm around the house and not really doing a lot, because of coronavirus and things, I don't want to waste this one because it is pricey, whereas this one is a much nicer price, and to be fair, I think I may even prefer this, but I need to try the non-illuminating version of this one. So I'll start putting this, I'm going to go with this one today. I'll start putting it on, so I just put a squeeze on the back of my hand. That's quite big, but I like to layer it up a little bit to make the coverage a bit thicker, and then I just take my beauty blending sponge and dot it around before blending it in. But yeah, as I was going to say, I used to use like proper foundation rather than the CC type cream, but I actually get eczema on my face, like around my nose and sometimes around my mouth, and I just find that if you have a normal foundation, it actually clings to it rather than like sitting nicely. Whatever, I honestly tried every single foundation in the world and I well, not in the world, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but you know what I mean. And I cannot find one that doesn't do that, whereas these CC creams really don't. And if you put a thick layer on, it is just as good coverage as foundation, which I also need because I have quite a lot of like redness, like rosacea on my cheeks. It does look fairly good at the moment because I've been using anti-redness creams, which I think really help. And I don't know if it's related to my eczema, it kind of flares up around the same time. But yeah, it's never, you know, I don't have any sensitivity or anything, so I'm fine with like any product really. So I just blend that in. I'll just gonna check in my mirror and see, because I haven't got a mirror here so I can't actually see what I'm doing except in my camera. Okay, so my foundation is all blended in. As you can see, it's like really nice and dewy and shiny. And now this is the step that you're probably going to think I'm a complete weirdo, and yeah, I probably am. And I think I only started doing this about 2 weeks ago maybe, but it's life-changing. With my under eyes, they crease, and this doesn't solve the creasing unfortunately, but they also go very, very dry, and the foundation starts to like crack around my eyes and it just looks really bad. And I can't use powder for that reason, so I just have to deal with the creases. It's either cracks or creases. What would you rather? I think I'd rather the creases than the cracks, because I could just dab my eye and they kind of blend out. But even without using powder, my under eyes crack and go dry throughout the day. No matter what concealer I use. These are the two that I have in my makeup bag at the moment. So I've got the mini Tarte Shape Tape in the shade 12S Fair, and I've got the L'Oreal Infallible More Than Concealer, and this is in the shade 320 Porcelain. So yeah, I like either or. They're both really good for that I find. I think I love the Collection Lasting Perfection concealer, but I'm not allowing myself to buy anything until I've got through some that I already have. So I'm using these two at the moment. I think I'm going to go with the L'Oreal one today because I've got the L'Oreal Watercream on, so it only makes sense. And now you're going to see my really weird step. So I had this skincare oil, hyaluronic acid facial oil by Cougar. I don't like the brand, to be honest, for skincare, for makeup, but in terms of what I use this for, it does the job. So yeah, I wouldn't use it as a hyaluronic acid like oil for my face as a full skincare because I just don't think it does much. But basically you need an oil for this step that I'm going to do. So like I said, you may think I'm a complete weirdo, and yeah, I think I'm a weirdo as well, but it works. So I just take a tiny drop on my finger and just rub it under my eye. So it does like make the foundation go a bit funny, but that will be sorted in a second. And the same on the other eye, just underneath, to give it like a really shiny wet look. So like that, so just bear with me. So I don't know if you're gonna be able to see, but yeah, like look, the foundation's gone all patchy and stuff now, but that's fine. And then I will take my concealer, and to be honest, I do dab the doe foot on top of this, which is probably not great, but it's only me that uses it, so it's okay. Like this, so I do a little flick there just to sort of lift your eyes up, and then I'll get the sponge that I use for my foundation and just blend that all together. And I find that the oil really helps to stop any like dryness under eyes or cracking. I haven't actually tried putting powder on when doing the oil tip, but I just think it really works for me. It brightens my eyes, as you can see. They are quite glowy, but that does dry down as the hyaluronic oil sets in, and I also think that that helps to keep my eyes hydrated, and they have been like better since I've been doing this. So yeah, I just do that, and then that's my under eyes done. Unfortunately, like I said, they do crease, but I just choose not to use powder because I think the creases look better than the cracks that I get, and like the dryness, and it just goes patchy and awful. So I do blend out the creases a couple times a day, and eventually as they dry down a bit they do stop anyway. So that's my base done, and now I'll move on to doing like my bronzer and blusher and all that sort of thing. So yeah, that is that weird step. Okay, so I have got two bronzers at the moment. So I have Sleek Medium 374 Face Form Contour and Blush Palette. I've had this for so long and I'm just trying to get rid of the like bronzy shade in it that I use as a bronzer. And then I've also got a Model Launch Safari bronzer here. But I'm trying to not use this one for now and just get through this one because I have got loads in here and I just want to get it done because I've honestly had it for years. It's probably like out of date by now, but it's powder, so I'm not too fussy with that. So that's what it looks like. The highlight shade in the middle there has been used up. That's supposed to be a bronzer shade, but I mean, sorry, a blusher shade, but that's definitely too dark for me. So I just take a brush here. I think this is like a blusher brush, but I quite like it because it's fluffy. So this is the So Eco blush brush. I have two, so I use one for my bronzer and one for my blush. And then I just dab it in, tap it off, and then kind of just go along this area of my cheeks, like where the, you know, where the naturally defined line is of your cheekbone. I just go in that line and around that area. Try not to go below the line, but it's okay to be above it. So like that, and then I'll just take it round onto my forehead as well. My hair's in my way, I normally like clip it back, but I forgot. And then I just do the same on the other side, and then you can build the colour up to what you want really. So I need to actually look in a proper mirror to see if I need to build this up anymore, but when it's just a daytime look I just have it quite subtle. But yeah, so let me just check in my mirror so I can actually see what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm done now. I've just added a little bit more to get it to the desired colour that I want. So I don't bother with nose contour or anything like that. You know, I don't really contour, I kind of just do a generalised like blush, and then I do under here as well, which I forgot to say I did that just now. So just I take the leftover on my brush, I don't bother getting any new for that, and just take that under there. So then I move on to my blusher. So I am using the other one of my brushes. This is a different one. I have got two. This is again the So Eco's blush brush. And I have two blushes that I'm currently using. So I've got one here in the Revolution Makeup Ultra Blush Palette, the Sugar and Spice, and I've also got a Rimmel Jelly Blush, which I've barely used because I'm trying to get this palette again used up like the other one. So you can probably see which shades I use and which I don't. I use these two for my blush and mix them, and the other shades in the palette I don't use at all. So as soon as I've finished up these two blush shades, then I will probably get rid of the palette. So I just sort of dab it in, both of them, tap it off, and then do a little weird smile like this. And then you get like the positioning where you want to put it, blend it in. And then the same on the other side. And then I take just this random fluffy brush, which is the Real Techniques 400 blush brush again. I think I'm a bit obsessed with blush brushes, and I kind of just blend them both together a little bit just to ensure that there's no like really harsh lines, so like that. And then moving on to my highlight, so I have only got one open at the moment. It looks a bit horrible, I don't know why, but this is the shade here, and this is one that I got in a Birchbox I think, and this is the Goddess highlighter by Real Her. So it's like a goldy colour. It's not my favourite colour highlighter, but again I'm just trying to use it up. So I just put it here and just take it up to the end of my brow bone, and the same on the other side, and like this, and then a tiny bit on my chin. It's like where the natural shines are, so you could already see a shine on my chin before I just put that there, a little bit there, tiny bit on the tip of my nose, and then just down the bridge of my nose, leaving a gap between that line that you're drawing with the brush and the bit there, so there's a little gap along here. So that is my highlighter. I don't put too much on, but you can see the glow there. Then I just put my eyebrow primer on. So this is the Bravo Conditioning Primer by Benefit. This is the only eyebrow primer that I have. So you just basically put it through like that, and again you just have to click it up on this side, and then whilst that's drying and setting ready for me to do my eyebrows, I move on to my eyeshadow. So at the moment what I've been doing is actually using my bronzer as an eyeshadow. Probably have got the same shade as my bronzer in about 10 million eyeshadow palettes, but I've just been reaching for this. It's easy, and just putting it across my eyelids, and it just gives you like a really nice natural look. So I'm using a good Feel Better angled blending brush, and just taking a tiny bit of powder. I need to use this mirror because otherwise I can't see what I'm doing. And also look at my eyes, they've creased so much, but when you blend this in then it gets rid of the creases. So yeah, I just take it along the line that's creased firstly, and then just keep applying it to where you're happy. It depends on everyone. I think everyone's different as to how they like the shape of their eyeshadow to be. I kind of take mine up here a little bit and then have it more rounded along the top. But yeah, everybody's different with that, I think, and it just depends on your natural eye shape. And I don't know if you can see what I mean, but it just gives you a really nice natural, but like you can tell it's there, look. And then I'm just going to do the same on the other one, and then I'll be back. Okay, and that is just my eyeshadow look for the day. And then I will go on to doing my mascara, and then I'll finish my eyebrows. So I have two mascaras currently open. I've got the Sports Stamina Sports FX waterproof mascara, and then I've got the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. So I like to have a waterproof and a non-waterproof mascara, because if I'm going out for the whole day I'll use the waterproof because it's obviously a bit more long lasting, whereas I find that this actually prints and smudges under my eyes if I use this, and you know, if I'm wearing makeup for the whole day and things like that. So I'm gonna go with this one today. I'm gonna just do it in my mirror here. I don't need to show you this because I'm sure that you all know how to put mascara on, and even mascara can be something that people do differently. I definitely think I'm getting to the end of this though because it's quite dry, which is good. We had to swap it out for a new one. It's not really lifting my lashes up as much as it used to. Okay, so that is my mascara done as well. And now I'm going to just go in and do my eyebrows. For my eyebrows, I'm using my Benefit Precisely My Brow eyebrow pencil in the shade 3. My shade is really 3.5, but they had an offer on and they only had the 3s left. So I just got one because they were really cheap. They were like £5 instead of £12. I can't remember how much they normally, I think they're £12 normally. So yeah, I got 3s. So I kind of line underneath my brow and then draw a couple of upwards hairs at the front, and then the rest I just follow the shape that there is there. They're a bit odd, but oh well. Oh my god, is it raining? It was really sunny and I've got washing out. I'm just gonna check if it's raining. Oh, I'm back. I'm very glad I looked out the window because it was raining. So I just had to run outside and grab all my washing, and now I'm soaking and it's really cold. It was like boiling hot and sunny earlier. Right, anyway, I think I was doing, yeah, I just finished this eyebrow, so move on to this one now. Again, I just do the same line at the bottom and then kind of draw the hairs upwards a little bit and then just fill it in. So nothing too difficult to do. You can hear my tummy, I'm really sorry. So it's like rumbling like crazy. Definitely need to get some lunch. Right, so that's my eyebrows done. This is the step that's really weird that you're gonna, again, think I'm a strange person. So ages ago, I got some glitter fixing gel by Grwm for a festival, and I can't remember why, but I didn't have any normal eyebrow gel, so I was like, oh well, this is glitter fixing gel, so maybe it will set my eyebrows, and it actually does, and it works really well. So I'm just trying to get it used up, so I'm just using it for my eyebrows. So I squirt a tiny bit onto the back of my hand, and then I'm using the Brushworks double-ended brow brush. I kind of spin the brush into it and then just take it through my eyebrows, and it does do the job actually. It was like my emergency brow gel, but now I have got more, but I'm just trying to get this used because I think it will probably be going out of date soon. So right, there we go. So that is my eyebrows done, and then I'll just put a bit of this Benefit Highbrow Glow. It's like a pencil highlighter for your eyebrows. So I just put a tiny bit underneath each one, just tap it in. Okay, and then lastly, I just get like a cotton bud and just get the foundation that's left off my lips if I'm not using a lipstick, which I'm not. So I just like do this. And then when I'm just doing like an everyday look, like now, I'll just pop on a lip balm. So what one should I use? I'm going to use this one. So this is the La Roche-Posay Cicaplast Lip Balm, Barrier Repairing Balm. I just kind of put a bit of that on. And that is it. That is my makeup done for every day. Obviously if I'm going out, I will probably do a bit of a different eyeshadow look and maybe wear a lipstick, but yeah, so it's quite easy, simple, doesn't really involve too many products. Also it's great because it can be done with such cheap products like the L'Oreal Tinted Watercream. It's really good, a really good dupe for the It Cosmetics CC cream, and yeah, it's good coverage and I really like it. So that is it. Obviously I'm now going to go sort out my absolute mop of a hairstyle. I think I put this up like last night or before I went to bed and it's still there, and I will see you soon for another video. Please let me know in the comments down below what you do differently in your makeup routine, because I'd love to know. And if you use any of these products yourself, or if you're going to go out and buy any after seeing this video, I would love to know. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give my video a thumbs up, and I'll see you soon. Bye!